What's going on, guys? Imano right here, and welcome to EMA Forex YouTube educational channel. So this is a channel where I share content around trading. I make videos concerning trading, and also I teach people the little I know about trading. Right. So in today's video, I'm going to be doing a trade recap concerning trades that were taken during the course of the week, and as well as the few trades that I missed. I had my eyes on these trades, but I was unable to, get entry that will make me capitalize on those trades. And we're going to be looking at a few trade setups. I have USD pairs on watch. I have USD card, which I'm eyeballing ahead of the market open. I'm going to walk you guys through the entire video. Stick through the end of this video so that you see my forecast, and you learn one or two things from this. If you're new to the YouTube channel, subscribe, turn on your notification, be on the loop of updates like this so that when I roll out new content, you'll be on the know. So let's get down to the video. All right, so we're inside of my screen now and I want to head straight to trading view. So we took a few trades, which was a nice trade setup last week, and my most favorite of all is US oil, and I have oil on my blue list here. So I want to take a look at oil. So oil gave us two major positions. We had a buy setup towards the beginning of the month, and then we later had sell setup. So I'm going to walk you guys through both scenarios here. So firstly, let's take a look at the buy setup. So if we use our replay toolbar here and we take price back to where it was as of that time, um, these are like my key levels which I've marked out on my charts here, and you can see that the target was around the $84.00 per barrel, and the next key level which we're rejecting off, which is basically this level here. This is like around the 89.30 per barrel. So but first off, let's look back to the left. So if you look back to the left here, you notice that oil has been trending for a bit. We've been trickling up for a bit, and while we are trending to the upside here, the market usually creates waves, which gives us that price build up to the upside. So usually if you notice, when we're trending up, the market gives us waves like this, which is like a higher high and a higher low kind of formation that we all know. Now this wave is usually what gives us like price projection for areas that we'll be looking for entries. Now, for a scenario for a trend up here, we're waiting for a pullback to a discounted price for us to jump on the buys. For a sell scenario, we're looking for a retracement to jump on a sell. Now, for the first scenario, which is for the buy here, you'll notice that this was the inception of the trend. This was like the first major pullback. We had a shallow one here, and we come back to this level to tap into those lows. Now this is like the thought process that I use. This is like the method I use while doing my analysis. So if we play the replay toolbar, you notice that while we are trading around this level here, this price build up here was suggesting potential buys here. If we look at this on the lower time frame, on the 4 hour time frame here, it becomes much clearer here. So we had the first rejection around this zone here. We had the first rejection around this zone here, which was this, and we had the second one. And candlesticks are something that are very important when it comes to trading. They hold a lot of weight around significant zones, and when you deploy this concept of candlesticks in the right areas, they give you explosive results here. So in my um, subsequent video here, I'll be looking to do a video where I'll break down like the psychology behind the formation of candlesticks and my favorite kind of candlesticks that I use while trading. So looking at this here, this was like the retracement here. We had this strong aggressive pullback, and we tapped back into this level, and this was that opportunity for us to take on the buys. So I was eyeballing this level here as my take profit, and the signal was shared with the community. The screenshot is going to be somewhere around the screen here, and if you're not on our Telegram, the link to the description will be on this video, so you can be part of our community where I share high probability setups like this. So this was how we got our entry, and we went straight into the target. So we're like few pips shy away from the target, which was basically these highs here, and we started seeing the higher time frame sell kicking in. So this was more like a day trade for the oil buy position. So over to the next one, which was like the sell. So after we took this buy position on oil here, I was still having oil on my watch list, keeping my eye peeled for the turn, because we are around this area where we are expecting the turning points here. So if you look at this is like on the daily chart. If you look to the left, we had multiple rejection from this level sometime in the past year, and we are back to this key level here, this key high. So this is like the beauty of price action. Price action is basically the concept where you study the price movements on your charts in line with other concepts that, or you layer and like be like a confluence to picking trade setups. So I was looking at this for a potential sell-off, but I was waiting for that confirmation. Mind you, we took buys already before this sell. So after we got this buys here, we had another retest to this next significant low which we had previously, and we completed our move to the upside. So now for the sell now, if you look at this here, this candlestick formation is a very powerful candlestick formation. This is a kind of build up that suggests a sell bias, and this candlestick built up on a daily chart, which adds up to the confluence. So if we fast forward this here, if we look at what we had, we stalled for a bit and we started collapsing to the downside. So if I drop down to the 4 hour chart here, you notice here that the sell-off was slowly building up here. So same way we had let me use the trend line too, where we had the scenario for the buy to the upside here. This is like the sell module, which is like the price action build up that will you know capitulate to give us that sell scenario here. So what do we have here? We had a drop in price, we retraced, we dropped. So I was looking for that retracement back to around these key levels where we broke out from, for sell all the way down, for a sell all the way down here. So that was what I was looking at for the oil sales. So let's take a look at what we got here. So based on the 4 hour chart, which I usually use most of the time, so we had price stalling for a bit, and we actually tapped into this level, which was the area which I was looking at for a possible rejection for a sell-off, and the sell was complete. So we hit our target. So this was like another wonderful trade setup. So I bagged about 192 pip on this, and this was also a day trading move. And if you notice, right about when we hit this lows here, price shifted, and we had price trading to the opposite direction. So this is one of those trade which was our favorite during the course of the month. We also took other trades like CAT CHF, Euro CHF, and other pairs, but let's just keep it short and simple with this. So next up, let's take a look at a pair which I was eyeballing, but then I missed the trade position on this, and this is the S&P 500, and also um, the Nasdaq. So I was looking at a few indices around Thursday-ish, Friday. I was eyeballing these indices for a sell. So I want to take price back to the level which we had price trading around before the sell kicked in. So if you look at this here, what I want to do is I'll also mark out my key levels like I did previously on oil. So these are like my key significant zones. So this is like the structural low, and if we take this one here, this is like the high. So and I've also identified that okay, we've been trending up for a bit, and we've finally broken out of this range. So this was like the lineup of what we're looking at during the course of the week, and I shared with the community that okay, um, I'm having US 30 on my watch list, and looking at this pair. So I was, paying close attention for the sell. So if you look at this here, we had, the trend up, we had this trend up, and this was complete. We now reversed, we broke and retest to this level to, start trading to the lower levels of price, which is around the 43500 region. So if you look at this, we have some intermediate zones on our way down, which is primarily this zone here. And if we get price, breaking out from this level is going to unlock the next sell opportunity to this lows here. So basically, I was having this on my watch for potential sell opportunities. So if you look at the 4 hour charts here, I missed the trade opportunity because I was not so close to my chart. Plus, when I showed up to my chart to follow up with what's happening in markets, the price action was not presenting the kind of entry that I would like to throw in some money to take that trade. So we did break out from this region, and we retested, like you can see here, we retested this region, and the sell kicked in. So however, we're still few pips away to the structural low which we've identified, which is if we look at the daily charts, if we look at the daily charts, this is here. So you can see that we are a few pips away. We almost hit that target. So these are like one of those things, and price got to that level which was like my mark and started reversing. So if you look at this here, US 30 and S&P 500 give us similar price action, and the sell move to the downside was fulfilled. So this is one of those trades that I missed during the course of the week. But when it comes to trading, it is what it is. We don't always get to catch every move. So over to the next section of this video, which is my pairs that I'm looking at for the coming trading week. So if we look at this here, um you know I'm sorry, on the red folder, I'm looking at UK 100. This like the pair I'm having on watch. This is the pair that is closest to the entry points that I'm looking to take. So bear in mind here, this is pre-market open, which means there are some changes that could happen. This setup might not even happen at all, might get invalidated, or we might have opportunities popping up here and there within the market on other instruments. So basically, while trading, we want to have an open mind, and this is how you can be ahead of the market and be flexible. So these are like my key levels that I'm marked out here. This is like the structural low. If you look at this closely, you notice that this has been holding price up from going lower multiple times, and it's still holding price for a bit. So and each time we tap into this level, if you look at this closely, look at the candle shape formation that usually gives us that reversal to the opposite direction here. So but this is not enough here. We want to also take a look at the price action after this candlestick formation. Where is the candlestick building up and reacting? So if we drop down to the 4 hour chart here, you'll notice that the sell kicked in when we broke out from this level, and it slowed down as price trickled its way down. So on the 4 hour here, we are having this formation of candlestick, and I'll be looking to see like a push away from this level, a retracement that will give me that entry to get the buys to this target here, which is like the intermediate zone from where we sold it off from. And if you look back in price here, you notice that when we collapsed the last time, price took out this low, and we zigzagged around this level for a bit. Then we finally broke out, and we had this um, retracement before the buy kicked in. So there is a degree of the same scenario of what we had previously repeating itself, but this time around we might not get it candle for candle, might show up in a slightly different manner. So yeah, UK 100 is my favorite for next week. So whatever thing that happens in the markets here during the course of the trading week, if other pairs gets ready or shows us something that is very good enough for us to take our entry, I will share with the Telegram community. And so that will be all for now, guys. Yeah. If you find this video very helpful and educative, do drop a comment in the comment section. Like our content as well, so that it will help the channel to grow and the YouTube algorithm. And also, subscribe to the channel and share with your friends. So that will be all for now, guys. I will see you all on the next one.